Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sarah. I'm a family nurse practitioner, and in today's video, I want to touch on a topic that is very near and dear to my heart, and that is how to maintain a healthy work-life balance. So for those of you guys who don't know, I'm a very busy person, okay? I have two toddlers, and between maintaining home life and work life, sometimes I can feel like a chicken with my head cut off, okay? So there are a few changes that I've made to my life that have helped me maintain my sanity while trying to juggle everything. So I'm going to share them with you guys in today's video. Now listen, I've never been a morning person, okay? I hated waking up in the morning. I was very grouchy if you tried to wake me up early. I didn't understand people who woke up early on their off days and opted not to sleep in. It made no sense to me. I thought they were crazy, but I've officially become one of those people. So the value in waking up early and getting things done early is that the world is still sleeping, okay? At 6 o'clock in the morning, everybody's still asleep and you can really get a lot done in a very peaceful and a productive way. So some days out the week, my morning routine will be me waking up at 5:30 in the morning and going to the gym. And then just after the gym, I go grocery shopping and then come home and get the rest of my day started. Another day could look like me waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning and cooking lunch and dinner. In general, I just find that getting things done in the morning before everybody wakes up is so much easier. Just think, there's no traffic in the morning. There's no lines at the grocery store in the morning. The gym is practically empty and you don't have to wait for any of your machines in the morning. Some people may choose to meditate or pray in the morning when the house is sleeping. You don't have any interruptions. I respond to emails sometimes in the morning. I'll get some reading done or listen to a lecture that I've been wanting to get to. I'm not tending to anybody else's needs, and I can get the things checked off of my to-do list without any interruption. So my life absolutely changed for the better when I started waking up early. And I think you guys should try it too. My next tip is I set boundaries with my employer. So in my earlier years, before I came to my senses, I used to really go out of my way for the employer. I would sacrifice my off days and I would cancel plans because my job needed me to come in and help. I would drive to these facilities way far out just to accommodate my employer. I really honestly was sacrificing my mental health just to make my job happy. And one day I just decided that I was just going to kind of put my foot down, stand my ground, and stop doing it. And that really did make a huge difference for me, even in my happiness, because at the end of the day, your employer is going to find the help that they need, whether it's from you or the next person. And sacrificing my mental health, my happiness, my freedom for my employer, it just wasn't worth it at the end of the day. I found that I was saying yes to my employer really out of guilt, rather than me wanting to actually help or because I needed the money. It was more so I felt guilty saying no and kind of forced myself to commit to things that I really didn't want to commit to. So when I started to set those boundaries for myself and stop canceling plans and stop giving up my weekends and stop giving up my off days to the employer, I noticed that my life changed for the better. And I actually felt empowered as well because now I can stand my ground. And something that I found is the more you say no, the easier it gets. I no longer feel guilty when my job reaches out to me asking me to help and I have other plans. I simply just say, no, I have plans that weekend, or no, unfortunately I won't be able to help out that day. And I drop it and I leave it at that. I don't think about it. I don't ruminate on it. It is what it is. The next thing I did is I found new ways to unwind after a long or a stressful day at work. So I think I was just programmed at a young age. I don't know if it was just looking at the people around me or watching TV. My idea of relaxation or winding down was pouring a glass of wine and taking a bath. That was just like the pinnacle of adulthood and relaxation. So I got into this habit where I would have a really long day at work and I would think, oh, let me just pour myself a glass of wine and just relax. And one day it really hit me like, this is not relaxing at all. After having a night where I would drink probably like 2 glasses of wine. That next morning, I wake up with a headache. I feel groggy. I didn't feel like going to the gym that next morning, or I just not really have a great morning. So I decided to find just like a different way of relaxing and rewarding myself for a long day at work. So for me, maybe it sounds boring. I don't even care. This is what I do. I get off of work, I go home on any given day where I had a long or stressful day at work. I come home, I take the longest shower ever, I disappear, I pour myself a glass of water, like really cold water, and I take my time on my skincare routine. And then I moisturize, I put on some really comfortable pajamas, and I go to bed. No explanation, I'm not cooking anything, I just go to bed nice and early. That to me is well deserved after a long and stressful day at work. And to be honest, I wake up feeling refreshed. I'm not groggy, no more headaches. I pretty much just had to redefine what relaxation was, and I had to reward myself in a different way. And I found that that really did help me. So anybody that knows me, they know that Thursday is Sarah Day. I do not work on Thursdays. The kids go to daycare on Thursdays, and I do whatever the heck I want on Thursdays. So this is not something that has always been possible for me. And to be honest, this is going to look a bit different as my kids' schedule changes and as life changes. But for now, I have my one day where I can do the things that I want to do, whether that is setting up doctor's appointments for myself, making sure that I get my teeth cleaned, getting my hair and nails done, or even filming a YouTube video. It is a day that I can get to myself to get things done for me. And for those of you who work 5 days a week, for instance, or just can't really swing it with having just a full weekday to yourself, take a few hours. On a Saturday morning, take a few hours in the beginning of the day to do something for you. See if you can even get just an hour to yourself. Schedule an appointment and stick to it. Put it in your calendar and stick to it. Schedule something in advance. Just a bit of time for yourself really provides so much mental clarity because you get to relax. You get to think without all of the interruptions, and that is just so valuable. Another tip, use your vacation time, okay? I truly will never understand the people who refuse to use their vacation time. I mean, there are some people who pride themselves on not using their time, and it just blows my mind. I don't get it. I understand planning vacations sometimes is hard work, okay? It can be stressful, and sometimes it's just like, you know what, forget the whole thing. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just going to relax at home. I get that. But there is something very valuable about changing up your scenery, okay? Changing up your routine. I'm telling you guys, it's very important. It's the only way to maintain a healthy work-life balance, because if you're doing the same thing week in, week out, waiting for the weekend, going back to work Monday morning, life becomes very mundane. I'm not even necessarily talking about taking an extravagant trip, just a weekend away. Book a hotel for a weekend. Explore your state, okay? Anything just to change up your scenery, change up your routine a little bit, and if possible, use up some of that vacation time, guys. It's there. Do not let it go to waste. It's not worth letting those vacation days go to waste. Use those days, at least some of them. Please do it just for me. You'll feel so refreshed when you go back to work after your vacation. It's worth going through all of the planning. I remember last summer I went to Europe, and the level of planning that took, booking all the trains and accommodations and hotels, I almost gave up on it, but I said, no, I'm definitely going through with this. And when I tell you it was so worth it, I did not think about my job not one time while I was on vacation. And then when I came back, I felt so refreshed. So please, you guys, take that vacation. Hopefully the other tips that I provided you with help you maintain your sanity, your clarity, and just help you feel a little bit more refreshed so you can kind of tackle all the things that we have to handle. Life. Speaking of vacation, I'm actually pulling an all-nighter because we're headed to Disney World in about 2 hours for my daughter's 4th birthday. So I'm so excited. I got her the cutest little Minnie Mouse outfit, and we've got matching ears, matching shoes. So my daughter is ecstatic. I'm actually shocked that she's sleeping right now because she's been asking me every day for like a month, is it my birthday today? So her birthday is finally almost here, May 6th. And we're going to be heading to the airport very shortly. So hopefully I don't look as tired as I actually am. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Hopefully you take some of my advice. I'm telling you, my life has been better since incorporating some of these things. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.